Hi, so now we have our server up and running and we've just upgraded our Debian OS. So now it's time that we install our Apache, Django virtual environment and so on. I'm gonna use an article on Medium that I wrote before, so you're gonna find the link for this article in the lecture notes. You're gonna follow along with this tutorial using this article because it has all the process creating the DigitalOcean account, setting up the server, and connecting the server, updating and upgrading, then installing the packages, editing, creating our project, editing or adding the media and the static files to our Django, editing the Apache server, and so on. So we're gonna follow, or we're gonna use this article as our resource. So you're gonna find the link for this article in the lecture notes, as I said before. So let's go on. So first of all, we need to connect to the server. So let's copy this IP, and I'm gonna say SSH root, add the IP address, and we need to type our new password. Yeah, just like this. So now we now connected to our server. So first of all, let's move down. We just updated and upgraded our package. So it's time that we install the Apache. So first of all, we're gonna install Apache 2. So let's hit yes. Okay. Then we need to install those packages: the virtual environment, the Python pip, the setup tools, the build essential tools, and so on. So let's paste this command, set enter, and this. So okay, so now we've just installed all the package that we need. So remember that here, if you are running Python 3, you're gonna use this command. If you are running Python 2, you're gonna use this command. So I'm gonna run this command because I'm using Python 3. So let's hit enter. So let's hit yes. Then let's move down. So now we need to create our virtual environment and start creating our project. So first of all, let's install virtual env package to enable us install virtual or create virtual environment like this. So now requirement are satisfied, but this is virtual environment is already installed on Python 2. So we need to run this on Python 3. So we're gonna say pip 3 install virtual env. So I'm gonna say pip 3 install virtual env. So there is no pip 3, so let's go to the command before, sudo apt-get install. Yeah, so let's move down here. So let's add 3 in here. So let's hit enter, hit yes, and now we're installing those packages for Python 3. Okay, this is awesome. So we have Python 3 pip. Okay, so now let's run this command pip 3 install virtual environment, and we should have virtual environment already installed on Python 3. This is awesome. So now let's click this and let's move to the var. This is a path actually, so let's move to this path and let's create a vim folder which stands for virtual environment, and let's enter this vim folder. So we've just created a vim folder and we've entered this vim folder. So now we're in the vim folder. We need to create a virtual environment. So let's create a virtual environment. So there is no Python 3 beyond 6, so we're gonna use the Python 3 beyond 5 because when we install the package, it is already installed Python 3 beyond 5, as we can see here. Python 3 beyond 5. Okay, so we're gonna say Python 3 beyond 5. So this will create a virtual environment in Python 3 beyond 5. Okay, done. So now let's activate this virtual environment. So now we've activated our vim, our virtual environment, and now let's check the Python version because we're gonna use it when we add our Apache configuration. So it's Python 3.5.3. Okay, so now let's install Django. So now we've installed the latest version of Django, Python Django 2.2.3. Okay, this is awesome. So let's clear the screen. Let's do less. So now we have our virtual environment. So let's create an src folder, and let's cd this src folder, and let's create our Django project. So we're gonna say Django admin start project dj flock. So let's hit enter. But we forgot to add the dot. So let's ls. So we have a folder with the name of dj block. So let's remove this. rm-r dj block. So now we have no folder. So let's execute the same command before, but let's add a dot so that we create the codes or the source code for our project in the src folder, not in an instant folder called the dg block. So let's hit enter. So now if we type ls, we can see that we have the dj block and the manage.py instead of the project folder. Okay. So now let's migrate and let's migrate. And let's create a super user. With the name of admin, email address with my email address. The password, so we're gonna say the password again. Did not match, okay. Again. So this password. So now we've just created our super user. Okay, this is awesome. So now let's move down, and it's time that we create our media files and static media folder and static folder. So let's move to the var/w www, and let's create two folders, one for static root and one for media root. So let's ls. So now we have two folders, media root and the static root, and we have our virtual environment. Okay. So now we need to edit our Apache configuration. But before we do this, let's copy our IP address and let's open it in our browser so we can see that we have Apache 2 Debian default page. Okay, this is our IP right now. Okay, so now let's copy this. Let's open our terminal and let's edit this file. So we have a lot of code in here. So let's remove all of this code. So let's just delete it. And we're gonna add our configuration instead of those configurations. This will take some time actually. I don't know if there is a command to delete all the content, or we could have deleted the file and created a new one. But I don't recommend this way because maybe this file has a permission. Okay, here we are. So now the file is empty, and let's copy those information and add it. But before we add this, let's open it in Sublime and let's add our configuration. So first of all, we have the static root and the media root at the same directory, var/w/media root, okay? And this is our project name. So our project name is djplug, and this is our project name also. So this is djplug/w/vim/src and so on. And this is Python 5, 3 beyond 5, and this is the project name. So this is djplug, and everything is working fine. So let's copy this and let's paste it in here, and let's review our code. So this is the project name. Yeah, this is the djplug, and we've added the project name, the djplug, and we've also added the Python version. So now everything is working fine. So let's press Ctrl X, then we hit yes, then we hit enter. So now we've added the configuration for the Apache. So we need just to give permissions to the files. So let's give permissions for our files. Let's clear the screen. Let's give permission to, let's add the user. Then let's add permission for this user on this both. Okay. And on the database, the SQLite to enable us to write data in the database, and also in the directory of Vim. So now we've added our permissions. Here we need to add those information to our settings deploy, but first let's restart our server to see the changes. And now let's restart our app. So we've got an error. This allowed hosts add slash and invalid HTTP host header, our IP. So you may need to add this IP to allowed hosts, and I said this actually in the article, so we need to add those information to our allowed hosts. Okay, so let's move to the Vim src. Let's ls. So we have the djplug. So we're gonna say nano djplug/settings.py to change those information on our settings.py. So first of all, we need to add our IP in the allowed hosts. So let's add this IP. Copy. So let's move down. So here we have the allowed hosts. So we need to add the IP here, and we also should add our domain address, as I said in the article, our domain here, like www.mahmoudahmed.com or whatever, and we need to add the static URL and media root configuration. So let's move down. Yeah, just like this. So let's exit. So let's hit Ctrl X, yes, then hit enter, and let's restart Apache. Sudo service Apache to restart, and let's refresh our page, and here we are. We have Django already installed. And let's open the admin page. So let's get this IP /admin, and now we have our admin. The static files are not working right now, but don't worry. We can add our admin credentials. So let's hit login, save, and this is the site admin. We can see users, groups, and so on. Don't worry about the front end, we're gonna fix it actually. So now we have everything is working as we typed in the article. Everything's working fine. Okay, this is awesome. So now we have everything's working fine. We just need to, first of all, we need to remove the project we've just created on our server and add the project we've coded before on our machine. This is the first thing. Then also we need to fix the admin panel front end, and we're gonna do this. And the last thing, we're gonna learn how can we treat with other database types like PostgreSQL or MySQL. So hope you like this lecture. Do not forget to share your feedback and rating with me. If you faced any error, tell me. Leave a comment in Udemy or leave a comment in this article on Medium. And I'm always here to help you. Hope you like the course and see you.